Welcome to the Family Geekery Podcast, a podcast for geeks from a family of geeks. We talk about comics, video games, and anything else geeky. I'm Danny.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Chris.
And it's back to school time.
Oh, yeah.
Which means we're going to be talking about the most iconic or our favorite teachers in media.
Yeah. Thought it'd be fun to have a little discussion about some of the best teachers out there from different forms of pop culture or media. Seeing as though everybody's going back to school, I'm seeing all the pictures. All my friends' kids going back to school.
Nice.
Yeah. Good old time.
Been there, done that.
That's right. But you're never done learning.
Right.
But before we get into that,
Geeky Weeks.
let's talk about anything we've done geeky this week. And I think, Amber, you've decided that you go first because everybody else just looks at you.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Alphabetical order, I guess. So I finished Yellow Jacket Season 2. Pretty interesting. Pretty good stuff. Such a weird show, but they make it work. Somehow, you know, at least because it takes place in the past and the present, so you know pretty much who survives the past, but they still do a good job of like making it entertaining and like giving you some suspense, because they throw in some curveballs and some characters that you thought were dead but weren't dead, so it's kind of cool.
I like where they have that, like, you know where it's going, but you got to see how it gets there.
Yeah, kinda. But, like, not really.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That always makes sense. Exactly like that, but not at all like that.
Exactly, yeah. Also, finally finished Lego Masters Season 5, I think it was.
Hey, we talked about that.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that, I don't know, a couple months ago, I guess. So I was a little late to finishing this season, but finally finished it. And it was a pretty good ending. I think, considering how things went, I'm happy with the winners. So yeah, that was a cool thing to watch. Besides that, I've been trying to get back into Magic the Gathering and trying to, finish building some commander decks that I've had in the works for a long time. Some lists online that I'm trying to actually gather the cards for. Haha. But really, in the meantime, that just means sorting my bulk and trying to do that. And we had a little family game night.
Yeah.
Play some board games.
It's always fun.
Yeah, some really cool ones. Played Ransom Notes and Werewords, and I think Werewords is one of my favorite games like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. And finally, something exciting that Danny and I have been interested in for the last week, and possibly the last 5 years since the last Smosh Summer Games. But Smosh Summer Games is back this year, and they've been throwing in some cool twists. And it's really fun to watch, despite not being super punishment based like old Smosh was. So really fun.
Yeah, it's like they're taking their regular videos and just amping them up a little bit. They're the same games, same concepts, but with a whole overall theme. And I think that fits their new era.
I agree, and it's also school themed this year. So
2005.
Yeah, it's kind of fitting for this episode, back to school.
Speaking of Magic the Gathering, since you brought that up, funny little quip here. I was listening this morning to Get Played podcast.
Oh.
And the one of the hosts brought in packs of booster packs of Final Fantasy MTG cards.
Yeah. And
it was fun to listen to a bunch of people who are very familiar with Final Fantasy, but not at all familiar with Magic the Gathering. Now, the main guy played back in the 90s or something, way back then.
Yeah.
But apparently things have changed. So they're going through opening their packs, and first of all, having and I don't blame them at all, but having the hardest time just pronouncing stuff. Like the titles of some of these cards are pretty elaborate, and
because it's all Final Fantasy.
Well, I don't know. Are the titles like real card titles, but they just do art of Final Fantasy, or is there some like some of them? It seemed like they knew how to say summon a chocobo, right?
Yeah,
they know how to do that, but I'm sure that's another card. But there was other things that were like, undying gratitude of death's mate, fortitude, or some just word salad, and they're trying to get through that, and so you got the one host on there is like she's probably as hoardish as I am, and so she's got the phone open looking at like card values as people are opening them. They're like, ooh, don't be careful with that one, that's a $120 card.
Wow.
And he's like, oh really? And she goes, oh wait, no, that was on eBay on cardtrader.com or whatever the
TCG player.
Yeah, it's 12 cents.
Yep.
But it was just fun listening to them, go through this, and I guess some of the cards were double-sided. Like there was no MTG side; it was just two sides of a card.
Yeah, because they have some that like transform into like a ascended version. I don't know.
Okay, but yeah,
I don't know anything about Final Fantasy.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
That's cool. Yeah, those packs have been like really expensive because, of course, all of the Final Fantasy freaks, not derogatory, we're all freaks about something, but all the Final Fantasy freaks are buying that stuff and kind of hiking the price, which is exactly what Hasbro wants. But hey, that'll be me when Spider-Man comes out. And I'm already a magic freak, so it'll just be worse. But yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right, Danny, how about you?
I watched some movies. I watched Glass, which is the third movie of the Split series.
Unbreakable.
Nice.
Yeah.
The trilogy. Yeah. So that was good. And then I watched Fear Street, which is I think a Netflix original trilogy.
Oh,
it's like a Netflix horror. It has like Sadie Sink in it and a few other people. Actually pretty good. I think that came out like 2 or 3 years ago. And then we had game night, of course. Smosh Summer Games. But other than that, I think that's about it.
Awesome.
Bunch of movies.
Cool.
Ooh, soon it's going to be... What did we call it last year?
Retro September?
No, the October one.
Oh.
The scary movie October.
Oh, yeah. Family Spookery or something.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. So I started off this week by reading Fantastic Four #1, the original comic from 1960, whatever, 63, 2, whatever it was. And, after seeing the movie and talking about it on the podcast and stuff, I wanted to go all the way back and read that first issue. And it was good. It's neat. It doesn't start off with the origin. The origin just kind of gets baked into it, and everybody knows the origin story, of course, but it starts off, a tiny bit in the future of that after they're already a team, and then it shows you how they got to that team. But it ends up with the iconic meme that I don't know if you've ever seen, but it's I think the title of the meme is like Reed Richards doesn't know how to read the room when they're all like talking about what their name's going to be, and the thing is self-deprecating about how grotesque he is, and I'm exactly what Sue Storm said I was. I'm a thing. And then the next panel after that, and I'll be Mr. Fantastic.
Dang.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good, very wordy. Of course, it's Stan Lee and Kirby, so it's very, 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 very wordy. But it's got Mole Man in it, and
nice.
It's good just to see where it all started.
It's just tricks to get kids to read.
Yeah, words. I watched. We just finished Ozark season 1, so we started on Ozark season 2. That's
Nice.
always fun. We went to your mother and I went to the theater and saw Freakier Friday.
Oh, that's what you saw.
Yeah, it was a fun little movie. and they had a little quote in there about Love Island.
No way.
Yeah, the girl said, "I learned all my relationship skills from watching 500 continuous hours of Love Island."
That's not good.
Yeah. And then yesterday I started a new mobile game, and I saw ads for it several times. You guys may have seen ads for it. And I finally pulled the trigger because it said from the creators of Defender.io and Archero.
Oh.
And it's called Whittle Defenders.
That sounds
Widow.
And it's a combination of tower defense, roguelike, and survival. So it's basically you select your heroes. They're right in the middle of the screen, and then all the hordes of stuff come towards them, and then they have, a casting timer of when they're going to make their attack or whatever. And then as you gain the experience, just like on Defender.io or Vampire Survivors, as the experience goes up, then it unlocks 3 things, and you pick one of them to upgrade your people. So based on how you build from the card drops or whatever within the game, you're either going to be successful or not successful. So it's kind of
nice.
neat. Kind of neat. And then you rank them up and do stuff outside of the game to get them ready for the next battle. But it's fun. Fun little, got to watch an ad every now and then to revive somebody or something. But neat little game. Well polished. I like a well polished game. Well, that's about it for me. So let's get into the main topic here. We're talking about the best teachers or our favorite teachers from pop culture. Any genre we want. I've kind of categorized mine, but I left it open to everybody to how they wanted to select their own. So we're just going to go round robin and just kind of rattle one off at a time each.
Let's do it.
Sure.
All right. Who's going to kick it off? You want me to kick it off?
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it off with one that you probably didn't think of, and that is music. So for my best music teacher, I'm picking a guy named Joe Satriani. Have you ever heard that name?
No.
All right, so part of the whole premise of this podcast in the first place was for me to help educate you guys on the way things are in the generations before you. So some of the stuff that we'll be talking about tonight will be educating you on the.
So you're a pop culture teacher.
That's right. I want you to at the end of this all say, well, Dad, you're really better than all of them. And that's your mission, is to get to that place. But Joe Satriani, probably, if you were a guitar player or a rock fan, probably one of the most iconic names in guitar playing. So he is a guitar soloist for the most part, plays instrumentals, and he is just extremely good. Now, I've known him forever as being a musician, but somewhere along the lines, I remembered hearing some of the people that he heard, and it was kind of unbelievable. It's one of those, probably 20 years ago, probably one of those myths, no, that can't be, someone made that up. But it's fully confirmed now that we have interwebs and stuff to teach us this stuff. So he taught a guy named Steve Vai, which you may or may not have heard of. Another guy that is, again, a virtuoso playing on his own, records and CDs as just Steve Vai, and mostly instrumental. But he's played for other bands like Whitesnake and David Lee Roth. Another guy named Alex Skolnick was a student of his. And when I say student, these people, these guys I'm talking about, were 14 when they learned from Joe Satriani. So Alex Skolnick, which is a name that you probably don't know, but he was the lead guitarist for a band called Testament, very heavy metal band, known as one of the fastest guitar players in the world, and later went on to play for Sabotage when Chris Oliva, the original guitarist of Sabotage, passed away. Alex Skolnick came in on the next album, played one album with him. And I think he has since toured on some of the TSO tours.
Wow, friend of the podcast, TSO.
Right.
Yeah.
We wish.
Now, the list goes on and on. Several different, the guitars from Primus, the guitars from Counting Crows, the guitars from just all kinds of things. And then we get another little somewhat known guitarist named Kirk Hammett. Do you know who Kirk Hammett is?
No.
You learn all kinds of things. Kirk Hammett is the lead guitarist of Metallica.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was in a band called Exodus before he tried out for Metallica. And Joe Satriani was teaching a couple of guitarists from Exodus. And he was one of them. Again, a young kid, 14 years old or something, when he goes to start taking lessons. I think he took like 2 years of lessons from him. And Joe Satriani said, "This is the future right here.
You're done. You don't need to learn anything else."
And Kirk Hammett, he's obviously probably the most successful of the batch, being in the band Metallica. Often said that he's not the best of the batch, but he's definitely an amazing guitarist and worthy of the accolades that the rest of this list has. So for music teacher, not just as Joe Satriani, and I suggest everybody listening to this podcast go ahead and jump on your favorite music streaming platform and find Joe Satriani, the album called Surfing with the Alien, which has a picture of the Silver Surfer on it.
Whoa.
And
tie-in.
Yeah, go ahead and listen to a couple songs, and you'll see how good that guy is and how good he was. Now, he had mentioned when he taught these people that he felt it was important to never hold back. Like he said, some people would say, well, I can't show my students everything because then they'll get more famous than me. And he decided that was not the way he was going to go. He was going to teach them everything that they wanted to learn. So, Joe Satriani,
nice.
Good teacher. Who's next?
Nice.
I'll pick a teacher I don't think is the best, but it was one of the first ones I thought of. And it's a driving teacher.
Oh, no.
It's Mrs. Puff from SpongeBob SquarePants.
I knew Mrs. Puff was going to end up on this list.
Now, you said good teachers. I said, I don't know if all the ones I picked are going to be good, but this one's funny.
Hey, she never gave up.
Oh, but she got angry.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
She had a lot of patience to deal with SpongeBob. But man, sometimes she just went over the edge. Just went crazy. But hey, sometimes that's how it works. And hey, they still put in the work. We love our teachers.
Of the 47 episodes of SpongeBob that I've seen, I think I saw that one 45 times.
Yep. The driving school, the like big driving school episode. Yeah, that one played a lot when we were watching SpongeBob. But yeah, good teacher. Maybe not the best student. Maybe we'll say that.
All right, Danny, you're up.
All right, I picked a teacher from one of my probably favorite shows, and that's Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World. He's like your typical like old man, strictish teacher that like he got his rules in place, and he hides it, but deep down he really loves those kids, even how annoying they are and break the rules. But he's a good teacher. He taught them some good lessons, and he made Corey a good teacher in Girl Meets World.
Yeah, it's funny. I did, admittedly, going on the interwebs to find, some inspiration. And no matter what I searched for, best teachers, most iconic teachers, even when I searched for best teachers in cartoon animation shows, he was always number 3 on the list. He was on every list, and I don't understand. It wasn't an animated version of that show, was there?
No.
He's just that iconic.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that one.
Yeah.
I didn't personally watch the show, but I knew he was a good one.
And he made some guest appearances in Girl Meets World.
Nice.
Famous actor, too. I don't recall his name, but...
Yeah, I remember seeing him in other stuff.
Very famous before that show.
Yeah. William David Daniels.
Nice.
Shout out.
Shout out. Good
Friend
job.
of the podcast.
I wish.
All right, so I'll continue on with TV.
Okay.
And this is going to be live action TV. So my next teacher is a teacher named Charlie Moore, and he was played by Howard Hessman, who's a famous actor. Not anybody that you would know. I looked up to see if there's anything you might have known him from. But very, very famous actor from back in my day. But the show that he was on, Charlie Moore played the teacher on the show Head of the Class. And I don't know if I ever showed you Head of the Class or talked about Head of the Class, but it was basically he was coming into a high school in Manhattan, a teacher from the outside, and he was teaching a group of gifted students. And one one of the gifted students. I think it's the guy that got in trouble at Nickelodeon. What's that guy's name that did all the kids' TV shows?
Dan Schneider?
Dan Schneider was an student.
Actor?
Yes.
Wow.
He was
Lord.
He was the large, overweight, very loud, computer math guy. I think he was a math guy. But it was a great ensemble of kids. Some were very talented in poetry. Some were there was a political science guy. There was a math guy, computer guy, biology. Just a great ensemble of students, and this teacher was not academically gifted himself, but he taught them to think outside the box and explore life outside of just general academics. So he was always getting in trouble with the principals, and they're going to see a theme of mine, of my teachers, of the rigid principal will come in and say, you can't do things like that. That's not the way we teach these kids. And then he, of course, does it his own way. And they learn more from him being non-academic, but more, life-centered. So that's my dude, Charlie Moore.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think I have some guesses on a potential teacher you have coming up.
Could be. All right, you're next.
All right. Now, the first one that came into my mind, I wanted to skip it in case it was on Danny's list, but hey, I'm here first. So, my first teacher that I think is an actual talented teacher from a very well-known cartoon of my childhood, and I guess before my childhood, but it's just that iconic, and that's Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus. And I learned a lot from Miss Frizzle, when we had a substitute teacher who just wanted to play a video, or, when the teacher was having a bad day and just wanted to play a video. So Miss Frizzle taught us a lot in my school, and I think she did it in a great way, shrinking people down, to teach them anatomy and to teach them. I remember one episode, they went to like a haunted house and they learned about sound, I think. And that one was really cool. And of course the iconic ones where they're like surfing on the blood cells and stuff like that. So Miss Frizzle always gave them a hands-on experience with what she was trying to teach them, and always had the awesome outfits and the cool hair. Love Miss Frizzle.
Cool. Was that on your list, Danny?
No, because I thought it was a little too obvious.
Too
okay.
obvious.
Well,
you did pick the number 3 teacher from every single category of teachers in the interwebs.
yeah.
Okay, but I actually watched that show.
And I actually watched Miss Frizzle.
So who do you got next then, Danny?
I have Miss Honey from Matilda.
Hey!
Matilda? Is that a movie?
Yes. Well, a book and a movie.
Okay. And they had
It's
a live
about the
action
girl.
movie too, right?
Yeah. The girl who has,
Yeah.
special powers, and doesn't she have,
the girl named Matilda.
abusive parents or something? Or,
Yeah, the one with Danny DeVito.
Yeah, and he's a car dealership man or something. I think, well, she not only is her teacher, but eventually ends up adopting her.
Mm-hmm.
So she's also a mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy. but cut that out. Sorry, Angela moment.
Okay, Angela.
But yeah, she had a little soft spot for Matilda. So, and eventually adopted her. So I think that's very nice.
Bad teacher. The one who made that kid eat an entire cake.
Yeah, the blood, sweat, and tears cake.
I'm not very well versed on this movie or book.
Time to watch it. That's your homework.
It's a good movie.
See, I'm learning from your generation too. It's all give and take here. All right, so
It was a Roald Dahl book, and then got made into a movie.
Can't go wrong with some Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to follow it up with the cartoon category. And I've got someone here named Miss Frizzle.
Oh.
So
What?
you thought
What?
you thought you were going to be sharing that one with Danny, but I remember Magic School Bus too.
Oh,
Wow.
burn.
Yeah. It was fun how they'd always go on wild adventures to learn some lesson. Did they go like they went back in time? They went into space, and then
I
they
don't
go like
know.
into ancient Greece and stuff.
Sing the song and then you.
But since you've already justified her as being on this list, I'll do the bonus points by saying, do you know who voiced her?
Your mom.
No.
No.
Lily Tomlin. Do you know that name?
No.
All right, so she was very recently on, the 80s for Brady's movie? You remember that? There's a bunch of old ladies that wanted to meet Tom Brady or something. But you may also know her from being Aunt May from the Spider-Verse movie. She voiced Aunt May.
Oh.
You would
In
know
what
her if you saw her. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
Amber's going on a fact check.
Oh, I know her face.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in Grace and Frankie. I never watched that, but I remember that.
Yeah. She's been around for a long time.
Nice.
Yep. So good deal. So that puts you up next.
Yeah. I've got a good one. I've got Professor X.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking
He's a
of
teacher.
Split.
Yeah. He's a professor.
Yeah. He's a professor. Yeah, Professor X. Good teacher of mutants. Lover of all. Fighter of doom. Yeah, I remember him giving a lot of good advice to, obviously a good mentor to especially Jean Grey, but some really good advice in those first 3 movies.
Awesome. Can't go wrong.
And also in the arcade game. Gotta save him. There's a reason why they gotta save him.
What's the reason?
He's a good teacher.
Oh, okay. I think I remember that in the cutscene. Like, we have to save him. He's a good teacher.
He's a good teacher.
X-Men assemble. Oh, wrong
Assemble. X-Men, roll out.
team. Roll out. X-Men. All right. You good?
Yep.
All right. Danny, what's up?
All right. Before I say my next one, I have this source that says top 10 iconic teachers. Now, in this top 10 is one, or not one, but one of them is Will Schuester.
No.
It says, let's forget the time he framed one of his students for drug possession to join the Glee Club. Now, on that topic, in the same list is Walter White.
Nice. I had him on my TV runner-up.
Nice.
But actually on my list is Miss Jessica Day from New Girl.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Even though I think sometimes her kids bully her, but I think she's the right fit for a elementary school. I think she was elementary school or middle school teacher.
She did a couple of different jobs because I think she got fired.
Yeah. But she's
But
a
then
good
she
one.
did that cool after school program with the music class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she cares about them kiddos.
Nice.
But
Those were teenagers.
She just gives... Oh, yeah. She gives teacher vibes.
Definitely.
Then I guess honorable mention would be Winston when he was teaching the bells.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that was the best part, that the boys joined in on her adventures and teaching stuff. Supportive roommates.
Yeah.
Very good. I think I would have bullied her if she was my teacher, but it's one of those
Probably.
teachers that as you grow up, then you would have learned to appreciate them a lot more.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna follow Amber again,
Haha.
but this time I'm going with Wolverine.
Oh.
Whoa.
So Wolverine, of course, Professor X is a great professor, great teacher.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Wolverine brings in real-world experiences that help prepare the students for the harsh realities of life. He teaches not just how to fight, but how to live with consequences. He's deeply empathetic. He connects with the troubled students that may be grappling with trauma or identity. And eventually, he becomes the headmaster of the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning. So
Wow.
I like the, he keeps it real. I think he's the good, good cop, bad cop version of,
Yeah.
Cyclops, when Cyclops was like the headmaster or main teacher or whatever, and when Storm was, they were very like, this is the rules, we're going to do it this way, you're going to, learn from us this way, and Wolverine was just like, you got to be yourself, you got to be true to yourself first, and sometimes, even if he was the bad example, sometimes you learn more from having a bad example and a good example, and finding out where it is that you want to live on that spectrum. So
Nice.
Yeah.
gotta love you some Wolverine, bub.
Good choice.
All right, back to you, Amber.
All right. I knew I had to pick someone from Harry Potter. And it obviously isn't Dolores Umbridge. She was not a very good teacher. So I did pick someone, maybe a little controversial, but I picked Severus Snape as who I thought was maybe like the most iconic teacher. Because obviously McGonagall is a great teacher, but I don't remember anything that she did, honestly. The only other teacher I remember is the plant lady, and I don't remember what she did either.
Yeah.
So Severus Snape, I think he had a very, tough love kind of way to teach. Like, he was very strict, but very intelligent, and very obviously favored some students over others, and maybe openly disliked some students over than others, and maybe had a weird half redemption arc that I still don't fully understand because I've only seen that movie once. But even when he was like the bad guy, I think he was a talented teacher.
Very good. Danny, you got another one?
Yep, I got one more. I'd
Okay.
say it's more of like a mentor. And he didn't really choose to be a teacher, but since I'm on Hunger Games TikTok, I like to mention Hey Mitch.
Nice. No, I like it. I like it.
Because he's not really a teacher, he's kind of forced into it, but I think he, like, in the beginning, he kind of was like, oh, whatever, but he really gets into it, and it's like, this is what you need to do, and they end up winning, so, I mean, hey.
Spoiler.
They end up winning. Are there
I
really
have
any winners in the Hunger Games?
No, there's not.
I have a soft spot for Hey Mitch after reading Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah, man, all of them, they started filming that movie. So excited.
Oh, you see the teaser? Or the...
I saw...
It was like a little...
They posted, like, the field.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
oh, we're in production now. So... Good old Hey Mitch.
That's a good one.
He knows what he's doing. Even if he's not sober for 90% of it.
Hey, trauma will do that to a person.
No one ever said being sober is a prerequisite for being a teacher.
True.
I had my share of teachers that had a tumbler that had some kind of liquid in it.
Oh, no.
And she would never let you smell it, no matter how many times you asked. At the end of the day...
Well, now you're the weird one for asking to smell your teacher's drink.
Well, everybody wanted to confirm what it was. Pretty sure it was just straight up vodka.
It. Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
I'm going to derail the podcast just for a second because you made me think of something when you said Haymitch. So first of all, I saw some previews at the movies. One of them was a movie that has him in it, and he's playing like a father to some 30-year-old lady who's becoming governor or something like that. She's becoming successful in life, and this is her long lost father that was out of her life, and he comes back into it. So he's playing a much different part. Like
he's old enough to play a person that old.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And so on that note, this is your homework assignment since we're talking about teachers.
I forgot one.
All right, we'll get back to you.
Wait, your turn.
Your homework assignment is to go find a streaming platform that has the TV show Cheers and watch very early Cheers, season 1 or something like that, with Woody Harrelson in it.
And he's got hair.
See where he started, yeah. But besides that, there was another preview for a Disney Pixar movie that looked pretty cute. And
Hopper,
yeah. Have you seen that preview?
Yeah. The lizard is all over TikTok.
The best quote in it was, she said, "Oh, so you mean just like Avatar?" And the lady said, "No, this is nothing like Avatar." But it's basically the movie Avatar, but animated in animals instead of aliens.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. But it was good. All right, so where does that bring us back to?
You.
Me. I've got one left, and I'm going to throw one on Danny since she didn't list it out. I've got an honorable mention for Danny, and that is Mr. Electricidad.
Oh.
What, he's a villain.
He's a teacher first.
I said Mrs. Puff.
So my last
and
one.
Snape.
So my last
My dream
teacher,
journal.
This would be from the category movie. And did you say, Amber, you had a guess?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a guess too.
All right, who would it be?
Wait, hold on.
I saw him on the list that I looked at, but it's from the movie Dead Poet Society.
John Keating.
That's right, John Keating from Dead Poet Society.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Played by Robin Williams, one of his most iconic roles. I think he could be classified as a teacher or mentor in many of the roles that he played.
Yeah,
But,
like
True.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah. Very similar role.
Like Mork from Mork.
Yeah. Oh man, Mork Mork is a great teacher.
Hey, that's a good one.
But I think we all know the story. Unconventional teacher comes into a very traditional academy for children and teaches outside the box, teaches the kids to be individuals, teaches them to buck against the system, all to the dismay, of course, of the very formal, the rest of the staff there. And, he gets in some trouble, but he inspires these kids, way more than anybody else in their lives ever have. So, great movie, great teacher.
Tragic movie.
And, and great actor. You got another one, Amber?
Yeah. So, I had on my list Miss Honey, but Danny already covered that. So, I remembered,
Womp womp.
because you mentioned something. You mentioned movie trailers, so that made me think of The Odyssey coming out soon, which made me think of Percy Jackson. And so, I have Chiron as a very historical, mythological, incredible teacher. He taught all kinds of heroes and has been fictionalized even more to be the teacher of Percy Jackson. and all the other kiddos at Camp Half-Blood. And he's icon. He is an icon. Mr. Horseman Chiron.
Strongest
icon.
legs on the list.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, Miss Frizzle. She
I don't know,
benches
Professor
4
X.
plates.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Cut that. Cut that.
No, that's staying.
No.
Oh.
That's my Angela moment of the day. Chiron.
Very good. So is that to complete our list? Any other honorable mentions? No.
Me. Oh. Psychowitz from Victorious.
I was thinking the guy from Ant Farm.
I was thinking
Stupid
Who?
guy.
I was thinking Amber was
know
going
who
to
that
pull
is.
somebody from Recess.
Oh, I don't remember anything about Recess.
Really? Or are you more the kids next
Ned's
door?
Declassified School Survival Guide. Mr. Sweeney. And then the weird, like, Eastern European lady who she treated everything like a jail.
Who was the wacko on Victorious?
Psychowitz.
Oh, that's who it was. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
that's definitely one of my favorites from your generation shows. He's just out there.
Yeah.
All right, well that was fun. You guys have fun?
Meow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, fun little episode. How did you know that going back to school could be this fun?
Never.
I wish I was going back to school.
Adulting is not all it's cracked up to be, is it? I told you guys, best years of your life. You didn't believe me.
I love school every time.
Well, of course, I did
Womp
try to
womp.
sell you on the fact that it was going to be the best years of your life until the pandemic broke out right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't see that one coming. Like I promise, it's going to be awesome.
My favorite teacher is Chris from Family Geekery.
Oh,
Wow.
I hear that dude is great. And I think he
teaches
might even
great.
knock Chiron off the best legs on the list category. Strongest legs on the list. Calves like a freaking elephant.
Okay. Elephants can't jump.
Oh, no. Have you seen me jump? All right. Well, on that note, I think that's going to wrap up this episode. It's a fun little journey into our friends in education.
Had to derail a little bit at the end as per
Normal.
trivia? No, tradition.
Tradition. Yeah.
Trivia.
So let's give a quick shout out to all the educators out there who are
Woo!
shaping the minds of the young right now as we speak. If you are an educator, you have our deepest gratitude and thanks, and we wish you a happy and productive year. And don't forget
And
you
as-
get discounts at many local restaurants.
As someone who also works with children, I'm sorry. You're doing amazing, sweetie. You got this.
Keep it up. But yes, and in all truthfulness, we love our teachers. We love our educators. We come from a long line of educators. Our family does. Many educators in our family. And we're proud of them, and we're proud of you all listening. But that's going to wrap up this episode. So we thank you, as always, for listening. Go ahead and check out our socials. Check out the YouTube channel. See what's going on there. Be sure to get 17 extra episodes a month at our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Patreon.
What? If we had to record 17 extra a month, I better be getting paid for this.
Oh, you didn't know about those? I just every other podcast talks about the bonus episodes on Patreon, so I figured we'd see if anybody paid for it, and then we could start doing
We'll show you our feet.
them.
We'll show you our calves. Rate them.
This episode brought to you by
Calf Finder.
and Derailed. That's about it. Thank you as always for listening, and until next time,
Peace
Peace out.
Out
and
and
feet
geek
out.
out.
Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.